You know what the best part about recording YouTube videos is? For once, I am eye level with my audience. I am usually not eye level with my audience because I'm about 6'10". Well, I'm technically only 6'8", but I say 6'10" because I have a bit of a Napoleon complex. Napoleon complex at 6'8"? Come on, David, what are you thinking? Well, the truth is, when you're this tall, you either get a really big head or you get a lot of really big bumps on your head. Or in my case, both. People always ask me, what it's like to be this tall. And I tell them, well, I'm the first to know when it's raining. I get free haircuts from the ceiling fans. And it's really difficult to drive a Prius. I probably shouldn't be driving a Prius. Every time I go over a speed bump, I'm constantly reminded how stupid I am for driving a Prius. In my defense, I get about 50 miles to the gallon. So people often ask me, dang, David, you're so tall. Do you play basketball? After years of getting that question, I now say, yes, I play basketball. Do you play mini golf? True story. I did play basketball in college, but I couldn't quite make it as a pro because the movie White Men Can't Jump was not just a movie for me. That was my reality. I was so bad at jumping. It was like watching a giraffe try to dunk. I got all of the height, but none of the spring. My jumping ability is so bad that when I try to play hopscotch, I can't even jump high enough to clear the lines. Every time I try to jump, I get an alert from my Fitbit because it thinks that I tripped and fell down a flight of stairs. It's pretty bad. My college basketball coaches would say, as kindly as possible, David, you work really hard, and we appreciate that about you. But have you ever considered golf as a backup sport? A funny thing about golf. I'm sorry. That is the one sport that my Tourette's really affects. I can proudly say that I have a worse golf swing than Charles Barkley. And yeah, that's saying something. So without any further ado, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, I have Tourette Syndrome. Many people with Tourette's have many different symptoms. Sorry. My symptoms typically just manifest like when I'm trying to speak. It comes across as though I have a really bad speech impediment. It's not really a stutter, but it kind of sounds like a stutter. I have a lot of vocal tics. Technically, I guess I do have a stutter as well, but it kind of goes all together for me. I tend to repeat words over and over again, so you'll hear me say sorry, like sorry under my breath over and over again. I'm not actually apologizing. One of my tics, to repeat words. I'll say sorry, or like listen. I'm not begging that anyone listen to me. I'm not apologizing. It's just one of my quirks. I'm sorry. What? I thought I turned that on fucking airplane mode. That was my Tourette's. No, just kidding. I swear intentionally. Swearing is not one of my tics. Like with anything, though, having Tourette's isn't wrong. It isn't like bad. Actually, sure. Listen, I have a pretty bad case, but I have a bad case of Tourette's, but it's not like bad or wrong or I'm not guilty because I have Tourette's. I'm not even really embarrassed or self-conscious anymore. So, I just kind of, accept, this is how I am. This is how I came. I try to make the most of it. So you're probably wondering, listen, he's really tall, but he couldn't make it in professional sports. He seems sort of funny, but he hasn't yet made it as a comedian. Does this guy have any other talents at all? Well, funny you ask. I have more to offer than just my self-deprecating jokes about my lack of, athletic ability and my really quirky way of talking. Believe it or not, I sing opera. Most people think that's a joke, when I tell them that. But it is actually true. I have a 5-octave range, which ultimately means I can sing opera like a man or a woman. So really low or really high. One of my favorite things to do, just for fun, is to walk into a gender-neutral bathroom and sing a male-female duet and leave people wondering who's in there. One more thing about me, I love wearing bright colors. I'm keeping it a little more on the professional side tonight because I wore black shorts. Totally not like me. I often wonder if I look like Skittles and Sour Patch Kids had a baby, a big baby. Bright colors all the time. I have this theory. When you're this tall, you're going to stand out no matter how hard you try not to. So I figured I'd just embrace it. If I'm out walking my dogs and you can't see me at 6'10", wearing bright colors, you're probably texting and driving. So there you have it. 6'10", opera singer, comedian with Tourette's. David Goliath Krenz. Remember the name. It's hard to forget.